Greetings and welcome to PJ's Kitchen. My name is Peter James from peterjamesx.com with the Babylon Report. Today we are dealing with a subject which I have called the last disaster. You know, at the moment everyone is asking, why doesn't God intervene and stop the rot? Most people can see that everything is going very wrong. Is that God is allowing everything to run so that He will never ever have a disaster before at the time of Noah, or if we go back further with Lucifer. So what is actually happening is we are going to get so sick of what is happening right up to there that we ourselves would say we just do not ever want to go through that experience again. And why are we going through this experience? Simply because we refuse to listen and to obey the eternal God. In Isaiah 30:10 it says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. So although we have made a major issue about the conduct of the pastors are doing basically what their congregations want. You know, Satan rebelled. He was the first rebel. He was right at the throne of God, and he was a covering cherub. He couldn't get any higher. But he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to be like the Most High. You read that in Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28 if you want to see the whole story there. In Revelation 12:4 we see that 1/3 of the angels went with him. And Satan and his third of the angels, the powers and the principalities of this world, under the God of this world, Satan himself, has deceived and seduced people until we have arrived at the situation that we are in. So we are sick, we are suffering, we are bored, we are frustrated, and now we are actually fearful because Satan's policy now is to keep us in fear. And he's fully aware that in Revelation we are told that the murderers are not going to make it into God's kingdom, liars and all those who do abominable things. But heading the list, you know, are the fearful. So what is going to happen is things will just get worse and worse, as it is said in Genesis chapter 6. We've done a document on that, the days of Noah, and there we showed that it was because violence had overtaken the earth, and all other sorts of obscenities. You see that in Genesis 6, as I said, where fallen angels had sexual relations with women and brought forth the Nephilim, these half-breeds of men and angels, and all sorts of other things. Well, all these things are just there in the wings, as we have said so many times, waiting to be unleashed upon the world. You know, so I accept that sometimes what we say sounds far-fetched, and we put up videos by people like Deagle, and people say, oh, we can't go down there, he's a New Age person. Nonetheless, some of what he says is actually going on. You know, this matter of creating new life forms where they're merging animals and humans and things like that. That is going on. It's been coming out in the press. We have done the videos. We have shown the headlines on the videos. Now we're told this week that we have got such a thing as a super mouse that can run for 5 hours. It made the front lines of the independent newspaper. The whole front page was taken up by it. Who knows how soon they'll stick plague in these animals and let them run riot, or they will mix their genes with human genes, just like they're doing with the apes and all this sort of a thing. So what we look for to dullen our mind is entertainment. And this, of course, plays right into the enemy's hand, because he's in charge of entertainment. So the thing that passes as news is really entertainment. And then we have the soaps and the movies and the music. Almost everybody is walking around with headphones from the ear, whether they're walking or they're jogging, they're listening to some type of music. Nobody is at peace. Not nobody, but very, very, very few are at peace. So the more we get involved in the entertainment, which is directly run by satanic forces under fallen angels, of course, as you can see this explained in the document called The Prison, the worse we feel. Why is this going on? Why isn't God intervening? Well, he's not intervening simply because we are saying that we know a better way. We are saying that, oh, the Bible, it's all Old Testament. You just keep referring to the Old Testament, which is not true. Of course, we refer to the entire Bible. But, you see, the Old Testament condemns us. Many people don't read Revelation because it's too difficult. Well, it's not really too difficult, but what happens, it shows very clearly the result of rebellion. So we would like to ignore the Old Testament and ignore Revelation. But it's because we do this that we end up being sick, suffering, bored, frustrated, and fearful. You see, God made us, and as He made us, as I've said so many times, He knows what is best for us. We have no clue at all. But we choose to accept what Satan has said, and we eat things that God says don't eat. We lust and we covet, we fight and we kill, and that's what James says. You go to war and you don't get what you want because you're just coveting and you want to spend it on your own lusts. Most people today, it's me, 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 me. That's the only person I know about.